modern, anything with engines.
But okay, in the civil engineering, but in the study time, not in the work. Do I need it?
Civil engineering?
Yes, in the study
Oh,
time.
all engineering needs to do some maths. There's no option. If you're doing engineering in your university, then you will do some maths. There's no choice. Yeah. But in real life, the civil engineer probably doesn't do too much maths. The engineers that do the most maths would be maybe computer engineers, electrical engineers, anything to do with engines, a bit mechanical, yeah. Alright, next lesson now. Oh yeah, you had a question now. Got it? Alright. Next lesson, please. Yeah. So in Korea, what's the chat program people use? I know it's QQ in China. So what else?
WeChat.
Oh, QQ's not popular anymore.
No.
Oh, I'm so old. That's what my students told me, QQ.
QQ is old.
It's old?
The new.
Right,
Yeah,
what's the new one? What's the new one?
WeChat.
WeChat?
WeChat is what my father and mother use. And QQ is what I use.
Yeah, that's very good.
QQ is old.
QQ is old?
New. No,
Okay.
it's useful.
Okay.
She used the QQ. It's
very old. What's it in Korea then? What chat program? Kakao?
Yes.
It's like,
It's short of Kakao.
which means what?
Kakao. You know Kakao.
I do not.
It's
Cocoa!
Yeah.
Like chocolate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, alright. And what's it in Iraq? Facebook chat? Yeah. And WhatsApp? Okay, yeah. WhatsApp? What do you use? Huh? And what's it like? Is it like a chat program? He's telling me lies or what?
I got
You're lucky I can't reach you.
I get this moment.
Yeah. Yes.
like to take something to mind.
Couldn't get it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you tell me what?
I do, but you could always multiply just by minus to get rid of that. This is the problem. Did I ask you to factorize?
Yeah.
The calculator only gives you the answer, not the factors.
It gives you the actual thing.
Yeah, but that's the root, not the factor. No, you see, just see there, it's not the same. So if I ask you to factorize it, I want you to factorize it without using your calculator. Because your calculator won't always give you the factors. You just have seen an example right there of when the root you got on the calculator is not easily changed into the factor. That you see there's some sign problem. Yeah? What your calculator has done is giving you the roots when this has been multiplied by -1 to make this a positive. The calculator always treats as if it was a positive. Here is the quadratic.
So I use minus sign.
Doesn't matter. I just said, you listen, that the calculator always acts as if it was a positive here. Even if you type in negative, it will as if it multiplies this by -1 to make this positive.
Okay, if I change something then
If you change the sign, then what?
then it will use that also.
No.
No?
No. You have to factorize it. Sorry, there's no shortcuts. Huh? Absolutely. Yeah. If you couldn't use your calculator, you'd be screwed. Definitely need your calculator for final exam, and definitely you can use it. Yep. Alright, we'll go to the next lesson now. So, we've looked at expanding by using Pascal's triangle, but there's one disadvantage with using this triangle. Let me show you. Suppose I ask you to do this. So what's the problem here? Well, if you want to use Pascal's triangle, it'll take you a long time to get to number 20. Wouldn't it? So maybe there's a better way than triangle. Okay, does anybody know what this means? For example, yeah, it's called factorial. So, Takin, what is 3 factorial?
1 plus 2 plus 3.
Oh, so close, but so far.
1 multiply.
Yes, multiply. 3 multiply 2 multiply 1, which equals 6. 2 factorial equals 2 multiply 1, which equals 2. 1 factorial equals, what's 1 factorial, do you think? 1, which equals 1. And 0 factorial equals, gets them every year. In fact, it equals 1. Yeah, every year. You did? Too slow? Sorry. It's a bit strange, but 0 factorial is 1. A good question that has a difficult, complicated answer. It's related to this, like how power 0 is 1. But there are other reasons too. I'll give you an example. If you have 3 books on a shelf, how many ways can you rearrange the 3 books? You could do ABC, you could do BAC, etc., etc. You could do it 6 ways, right? If you had 2 books, how many ways could you put 2 books on a shelf? 2 ways. You could have A, B, or BA. That's 2 ways. If you have 1 book on a shelf, how many ways could you put the books on the shelf?
Different ways.
No, don't be smart. Don't be smart. 1 way. Yeah? And if you have no books on the shelf, how many ways can you put these notebooks on the shelf? 1 way, which is an empty shelf. Now some people like this and some people don't like this explanation. But this is part of the reason we say that 0 factorial is 1. Because factorial is to do with rearranging. So when you have nothing, that's only 1 arrangement, empty arrangement. Okay? And if you don't like that, then you can just go with, we say 0 factorial is 1.
It's a fact.
It's a fact, yeah. Okay, now this next function is called the choose or the see function. Chinese students and maybe Korean students, you have to be careful here. In the West, we write it like this, NC or. But I think in China, you might write it like this. And here, this is a bigger number, and then this or is a small number. Whereas in China, I think you put the small number on the top and the big number on the bottom. Now that's what I was told. You're looking at me going, no. Oh, you've never seen it before? Well then that's good. That's good, so we forget about that. So anyways, what is NCOR? Well, that is N factorial over or factorial N minus or factorial. So for example, 6C2 equals 6 factorial 2 factorial 4 factorial. Can you take out your calculator and calculate this, please? You got your calculator, Grace? No, you have, look, Grace, you have this button on your calculator. Let me help you. There it is. Factorial. Right, 6 factorial, sorry, 3 factorial, which is 3, 2, 1, which is 6. 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is 24. Yeah? There, at the top. Wow, you have to press shift first. It's usually at the top. Yeah, that's my Troy button at the top there. You have to press shift first. Oh, what I mean is, you always put a big number on the top and a smaller number on the bottom. In fact, if you try to swap it, it doesn't work because here, you see this part here? This must be positive. So it means that this must be the big number and this must be the small number. Okay, did we get an answer? 15. Now, if you look at your calculator, you might actually see this button on the calculator, and on some calculators it's usually on or beside the divide button. Can you see it?
Yeah.
You found it? Takin, did you find it on your calculator? It's on 5 on yours. Did you find it, Sophie? Yeah, Grace? You found it? You found it? Yeah. Grace, did you find it? Yeah. Amanda, did you find it? So, Grace and everybody else, when you find it, I want you to type it in now. Yeah, you've done it. Tappy? Let's have a look what went wrong here for you. You forgot your multiply here in the calculator. There you go. Now you can use this button. What is it? 6 shift C2. So it should still be 15. And it is. Did you do it yet, Grace? Good job. No, see your calculator. That is that. 6C2. Now, what I want everybody to do is, I want everybody to use their calculator to calculate these. 4C0, 4C1, 4C2, 4C3, 4C4. Just calculate. Write the 5 answers down. Just write them down. Thank you, KJ. Just write them down. Thank you. Right, I'll get people to give me the answer. So, Grace, what's the first one? 1, okay. And then, Amanda? 4. It's 4. Yanni, do you have the next one? 6. Okay. Takin? 4. And Fahad?
1.
Do those numbers look familiar? Where have you seen them?
In the past.
Oh, the last class. Funny that. So, what you can do is, you can use this function here to make a row on Pascal's triangle. So do you remember at the start of the lesson I said, oh, where's it gone? It's gone now. I said x plus y power 20.
Yeah.
It'll take too long to do. But now you can use your calculator. If you want row 20, you would type in 20C0, 20C1, 20C2, etc.
It will take long too.
Up to 20. Yeah. Well, it's always going to be long because there's 20 numbers, but I mean it's quicker than drawing the triangle. Let me show you an example. What's wrong?
Why is
Why is it 0, 1, 2? Oh, because if you look here, if I go, hang on. Yeah, what you do is you start at 0 and go all the way to 4 because 4 is the number on the top.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're right, it should have been clear. Here you would have 20C19 and then you finish with 20C20.
Then we multiply.
Yeah, so I'm going to do an example using this. Can I scroll down? Yep. So watch carefully, please. Let's do something small like x minus 2y cubed. So watch. We have 3c0 x minus 2y plus 3c1 x minus 2y plus 3c2 x minus 2y plus 3c3 x times minus 2y. And here we'll have 0, 1, 2, 3. And here we'll have 3, 2, 1, 0. Now, if you type this in on your calculator, 3c1 and this, you'll end up getting minus 8y cubed. And then when you take out your calculator to do this one, minus 2 squared is 4. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 12xy squared. What's 3c2? That's 3 times 2 is 6, plus 6x squared y, so it's a minus. And then here 3c3 is 1, and that's a 1, so that's just an x cubed at the end here.
It's 9 or what?
So that's an 8. This is an 8, this is a 12, this is a minus 6, and this is a 1. These numbers here are called coefficients.
So here also we have big power, still like 2.
Oh yeah, there's no avoiding that, but it's quicker.
Quicker.
Yeah. It's still going to be long, but it's going to be quicker than otherwise.
20, 30.
Yeah.
So they all quick.
Can I go on? Yeah. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
C-I-E-N-T-C-L-O-T.
Oh, the spelling?
No, the last one.
Oh, I-E-N-T-S.
Wrong.
Yeah.
C-O-E-F-F-I-C-I-E-N-T-S. Yep. Okay. Now, look, I want you to notice something here. Do you notice how this number here always matches with one of the powers? Do you see that? And notice how this number here, 3, 3, 3, 3, where does that come from? Well, it's the power here. And also notice what's 0 and 3 if you add them. 3, 1 and 2, 3, 2 and 1 is 3, and 3 and 0 also 3. So when you look at the coefficient, this n here comes from the power. This or here goes from 0 to n. One of these, it doesn't matter which, but one of them must match this, so we can put it in here. And then what must go in here? N minus or, because the total must always make the n here. This is useful because sometimes you don't want all of it, you just want one piece. Let me give you an example what I mean by that. Find the x squared coefficient in 2 minus 3x power 4. So in this, yeah? Yep. In this example here, I don't want you to expand the whole thing. I just want the x squared part. Do you understand? I just want this piece. So what you can do is you can say, right, 2 minus 3x power 4, that equals some numbers plus the piece I really want plus some extra pieces. I just want the x squared part. That's all I want. Do you understand what I'm trying to get?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so we know that there'll be a c here. What will be the number on the top?
1.
No, what's the top here? 4. Yeah. We also know that there'll be a 2 piece and a minus 3x piece. Now, what power do you want on the x? What power do you want on the x? You want 2, so I'll put a 2 here. So that means what's this number here? 2. Now what number needs to go here? Why 2? Yeah, that's it. That it must be 2 here because you want 2 and 2, it must equal 4 here. So this is the piece that has x squared in it. This will be 4c2 times 2 squared times minus 3 squared times x squared. So this is your answer.
216.
What is the answer?
216.
216 x squared is the answer. So what's useful about this c function is that you can use it to pick out any term that you want. You don't have to expand the whole thing. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Right, more examples now. Can I scroll down? Yeah? Okay. Right. Sometimes, in the exam as well, they don't want you to expand everything. Sometimes they say something like this. Expand up to the third term in 2x minus 1 power 4. Sorry. Alright, so let me just explain some vocabulary here. You all know expand. When I say up to the third term, that means I only want 1, 2, 3, the first 3 in the expansion. When I say up to the third term. And does anybody know this? Ascendant powers. Yeah, it means the powers must be getting bigger. 0, 1, 2. What's the opposite of ascendant? Descendant. Just like acceleration and deceleration. Right, let's have a look at this. So, 2x minus 1 power 4. What will be the first term? It will be 4c0. Where's my pen gone? I can't see it. 0. And then we have 2x and minus 1. And then the next one is 4c1. 2x minus 1, and then the next one, Amanda, what will be next here, if you can tell me?
4
C?
Or C2.
Yep.
2x
Yep.
minus 1.
minus 1. Now, why do I stop, Amanda? Why don't I continue?
Because up to the third.
Up to the, third term. Okay, Fahad, what power do I start here with the x? Do I start with 0 or 4 on the x? 0. But I could start with 4 if the question said descending powers. But because it says ascending powers, it means the powers must get bigger. But if I change this to descending, then I would have to change that to 4, 3, 2. But because it's ascending, the powers get bigger. Grace, what number do I put here on the minus 1?
4.
Yep.
3.
Yep. 2. Okay, so this is equal to 1. Is it? 1, 1, 1. And this one's equal to minus 8x. And then this one here, that's a 1. 4c2 is what? What is it? 6, is it? 24 is the next one. 6, yeah. 6 times 4 is 24. Plus 24x squared. There you go. So who was saying that, it was you, Carrara, wasn't it? It was power 20, then that's still a lot to do. But often in the exam, like with power 20, they would say up to the third term only. So they only want like the first 3.
Why are you minus sign than that one?
To show that really there's more terms after
I
this,
know, but like why minus?
because the next one would be minus. Can you see? Plus, minus, plus, minus. The signs are alternating. Yep. You got that? Mm-hmm. Yes? Okay, next one now. So now more difficult one. Can I scroll down? Okay. So this one is up to the third term. And also I would like it to be descending powers. Okay. So this one can be a little difficult for students, so I'll just not go too fast. I'll wait till you're ready. You have it? So what's making this more difficult? There's 2. Yeah. So let's just think about it as 2 problems. There's the first one, and there's the second one. So the first one, I know it will start with 3c0 2 minus 2x plus 3c1. See, I've already run out of space. Plus 3c1 2 minus 2x plus 3c2 2 minus 2x. And then the next one. 5c0x1 plus 5c1x1 plus 5c2x1.
the second one.
That's the second one.
Sorry, did we need the third?
No? Huh?
The question up to the third.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Grace, what power should I put here on the x here? Very good. 3, 2, 1. And then here, 0, 1, 2. And then Sohi, what should I put here on the x? 5, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 0, 1, 2. So, with my calculator, let me see. This is minus 8x cubed. This is a 3 times 2 is a 6 times 4 is 24. Fahad, 3C2 is 6, isn't it? I think so. 6 times 8, 48, is it? 6 times 4 is, yeah, 48, isn't it? 48x. Dot, dot, dot.
You said 3C2 6?
Yeah.
No, it's 3.
Oh, thank you. So 3 times 4 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24. Okay. That's x5, that's 5x4. What's 5c2 please, Fahad?
5C.
Yeah.
It's 10.
It is 10 x cubed. Okay, I'll give you a minute to catch up.
If you forgot to put the dots, you...
Ah, no, it's okay. I'm just on the dot son. What's wrong with you? You cold? You tired? Cold and tired and hungry? Yeah. Thirsty?
No.
Oh, okay, that's good. Worried?
Very worried.
Very worried, okay. What else? What else could be wrong with you? Sick?
No.
No, good, okay. Alright, and we continue now? Do you have this?
Oh, you have to work.
So now we have to multiply. But we don't have to multiply everything because how many terms do I want?
3.
3. So if I multiply, for example, this one by this one, what power do I have on my x? 8.
Yeah.
I have 8. True?
Yeah.
If I have the first 3 terms, what would the powers be? It would be x power 8, x power 7, x power 6. So for example, I don't multiply these, because if I multiply these two, what power would I get? X power 4. So some of the multiplications I can skip, because they don't make a number I want. So let's see which ones we do want. So I definitely want to make an 8, a 7, and a 6 in my powers. So I multiply this one by this one, whoops, by this, and this by this. Because that will make an 8, a 7, and a 6. So when I multiply, I'll get minus 8x power 8. Minus 40 x power 7. Minus 80 x power 6. So there's still more to do.
We need to put this. No?
Whoa, slow down there. We'll just wait until everyone has this. Yeah.
still summer for you, right?
Huh?
It's still summer for you.
Summer? No, it's more autumn now. Yeah. Okay, can I go on? So if we look at the next one, should I multiply this by the first one? Yes. Because it will make what power? 7. Should I multiply it by the next one?
Yes.
Yeah. Should I multiply it by the third one?
No.
No, because?
5.
5. Alright, so 24 times 5, well 25 times 5 is 120. 120? Plus 120 x power 6. Oh sorry, I skipped that one. That would be plus 24 x power 6 plus 120 x... hang on. This one times this one is 7 plus 24 x power 7, and this one times this one is 120 x power 6. Alright. Now, this one, should I multiply by x power 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what will I get?
6.
6. What about the next one?
No.
No. And the next one?
No.
No. So just the first two. Minus 24 x. Alright.
6 power
6. Okay. So, here we have x power 8, and that is all. In blue, here is x7 and x7. So together, what's that? Minus 16 x7. And in red is x6, x6, x6. So what's that? That's a 40 plus 16? Is that right? Don't know. Don't know. 3. It is right.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir?
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, I need only bar 8 and bar 7 and bar 6.
Because the question says the first 3. 8, 7, 6.
8, 7, 6.
Yeah, they're the first 3. You don't do any more. The question says the third term. So that means the first 3.
Yeah, I know it says that.
Yeah.
But start with...
Yeah, you think you got this? You don't like this?
No, I mean, I'm doing the first one is 8.
Ah, because you multiply the first ones.
First one.
Yeah.
And then...
That's the biggest. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
I don't understand about numbers. Just like the same question like
Yeah, the same question is correct. Is it, why is it 876? Yeah. Okay, so 2 people had that question. So that means more people maybe are thinking this question but not saying it. So, if you look in the first bracket, what's the biggest power? It's x cubed. In the second bracket, what's the biggest power? 5. If you multiply x5 and x cubed, you get 8. 8 is the biggest power you can make. If I ask you for the first 3 powers, descending, going down, it means you start at the biggest, which is 8, and then make 8, 7, 6. If it was ascending, that means going up, so you start at the smallest power and go up. So the smallest power here will be 0, 1, 2. Yeah? It's difficult, isn't it? Yeah. Don't worry, this question is not common in the exam. Maybe it comes up, once every few years. It's not so common. What's more common in the exam is the one I did previously where they said, what is the coefficient of? Where they want one piece. Yeah. And also what's more common is these ones with 1 bracket, not the ones I just did with 2 brackets. You never know. You might be screwed. You never know. Right, I have one more example to do. But I'll just wait for everybody to write this down. So we'll do one more example and then we'll finish with that, okay? Yeah, you agree this is a good idea? Yeah, me too. No breakfast?
Yes.
Why not?
Still not.
You had breakfast?
Yeah.
You had breakfast and you're hungry?
Yeah.
What did you have for breakfast?
Noodles.
Just a yogurt?
Noodles.
Oh, noodles. And you're hungry? Good appetite. Good appetite. I'm proud of you. Good job. Okay. Do you have this Quran?
Just the last one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Right, so this one here now. Find P and Q. Px plus Q6 equals 1 plus 6x plus 15x squared, etc. So do you see what's happening here? I give you the answer almost and you want to know what was the question. Yep. Although I help you a little bit because I tell you the power is 6 at least. So if you wanted to expand this here, it would be 6c0 pxq plus 6c1 pxq plus 6c2 pxq plus ... equals 1 plus 6x plus 15x squared. Amanda, could you tell me what the power is here on the x?
0.
Yeah, now why is it 0?
Because the 0.
No. Well, I mean, I could have put the 0 on the Q. So why did you pick 0 and not 6? Well, I'll tell you why. You know why?
Because in the answer it starts with ascending order, so...
Yeah, if you look here, what's happening to the powers? The powers are going up, aren't they? 0, 1, 2. So you want the same here. 0, 1, 2. So then, Amanda, what goes on the Q?
Where?
Nope.
5.
Nope. 6, thank you. 6, 5, 4.
You should not mention the question. They are doing up or down.
I don't mention it. You have to actually see it in this.
Yes, but you have to mention like some hint here or something or.
Oh yeah.
Like this.
Oh yeah, like this. Yeah, yeah. You have to. If they don't give you some kind of hint, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, but here, yes, it does matter. Yeah. So yes, like you said, Clark, this is like a hint. Yeah. Okay, so this here would be Q6 plus 6 Q5PX. Fahad?
Yeah.
6C2 please, what's that? 15 Q4P squared X squared plus ... equals 1 plus 6X plus 15X squared ... So what you do here is you compare the coefficients. So for example, here I have x squared. This is the coefficient of x squared. And so is this. On the right is the coefficient of x squared. On the left this is the coefficient of x. On the right, this is the coefficient of x. On the left, this is the non-x, and on the right, this is the non-x. So you can say, therefore, 15q4p squared equals 15. 6q5p equals 6. And then q power 6 equals 1. Do you see I'm comparing left and right? Yeah. Okay, I'll give you a minute to catch up and then I'll continue. Yep. I can continue? Yep, okay, so let's scroll over. Right, if you look at this, actually you can see what the q must be, because there's only one number when you put it to power 6, it's still 1, and it's 1. This has to be 1, because only 1 power 6 can equal 1. Yeah. So you know that q is equal to 1, so let's put that in here. Yeah, so you have 6, 1 power 5 times p equals 6. So therefore, what does p equal?
6 divided by
1.
1, yeah. So there's your p, and there's your q. And then you can use this one to check your answer. So let's see. 15, 1 power 4, 1 power squared. So does that equal 15?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Well, let me pick out good questions for you. Okay, can you circle these questions, please? So in number 1, KJ, sit down and circle the questions I'm about to call out. Come on, Grace is hungry. She wants to get her lunch. She gets very angry when she's hungry.
No.
Yeah. There's a new word in English, people started using it recently. It means hungry and angry. Hangry. Yes.
What do you call it?
It's hungry and angry together. Hangry.
Hungry.
It means you're hungry and you're angry.
The same word.
Yeah, you put the two words together. Hungry and angry. Hangry.
Hungry.
What
Yes.
angry and thirsty?
Angry and thirsty. I don't. You can make this word. No, angry and thirsty. That doesn't really work, does it? Okay. So number 1, G and H. Number 2, G and H. Number 3, H and P. Yes. Yeah, and then in number 4, E. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you 2 more questions, but these questions are optional because they're a little bit too difficult for the exam, but if you want to do them, it's very good practice. But they are difficult, okay? So you could also do 4J.
Okay.
Yeah, 4J. And if you feel very brave, you can do 5A. if you feel very bright, if you feel lucky. Now don't forget tomorrow, I'm going to give you a small projectile test. Tomorrow.
What do you think, sir?
It's good for you.
No.
Ah, it is.
No.
It is.
No.
Go get your lunch.